Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're in the F350 diesel. Um, Obviously this truck doesn't hit the channel much. I think it was only in the first video and when I did the Tesla drop-off. Reason for that is that it's summertime. We don't get a lot of summertime. Obviously we have the Z06, so that's our main vehicle during the summer. At least the fun vehicle. We also have the Prius, which is our long trip vehicle. Obviously save gas money. This is not really going to save any gas, so it's more like the hauler, take it to the dump, all that. So basically, that being said, wondering, should I sell this? It's a 2005 F350. It's coming almost 200,000 miles, 195,000 and change to be exact. It is a diesel. It's in okay shape. Mechanically, it's in really good shape. I've done a lot of maintenance on it and upgrades. So I think I will be putting this up for sale and seeing how fast I might be able to sell it. I do have a new truck in mind, and if this does sell, that will be making its way to the channel sooner than later. If this doesn't sell soon, I'll probably keep it for the winter and then try to sell it towards the end of winter when it's not really needed much, as I do drive this when it snows out, or my girlfriend will drive it if it is really bad out. So basically, I mean, I don't know, there's some things I'm definitely going to miss about this truck if it sells. The sound of it is pretty awesome in my opinion. Sounds like a jet taking off. And then when you really put your foot into it, you get that deep exhaust sound with the 4-inch exhaust. The fact that the thing could tow almost anything it wants to. It'll carry anything it really wants to. But give me your opinions in the comments section if you think I should sell it. The new truck would be a 1500. This is a 350, so 3500. And the new truck would be a gas, where this is also diesel and a whole different ball game. So trying to sell it basically while I can still make a couple dollars. Now I'm not going to make any money. I'm going to lose money on this truck, but I have driven it around for 2 years, so I guess it's not really losing money as it's paid for itself, I guess. But the new truck will be a gas 1500. It's about all I can really spare for details currently, but so there is quite a difference. Let me know what you guys think I should do. I probably definitely gonna put it up for sale just to gauge interest and see what happens. But yeah, let's go for a ride. So as you can hear, that's really what gets me. For me, that's everything. I put the 2003 turbo in just for that sound. I obviously like loud things, and that's pretty loud, but I mean, just sounds like a jet getting ready to take off. It's impressive actually. Gonna go through a little bit of an overpass here, so we'll get a good echo off the walls, get an idea. So that's an idea of what it sounds like. It's something that I really enjoy. Some people might find it rather annoying that it's that loud, especially in the mornings. If you're an early morning person, your neighbors might hate you. But I'm a fan of loud, different, obviously. Obviously with the Z06 being cammed and long tubes and no cats, it's pretty loud in the driveway. So my neighbors seem to be pretty cool. Haven't had any complaints yet, which is nice, not having to deal with bad neighbors. Some people get the shitty end of the deal on that, and they have to deal with people who just complain about everything, and my neighbors are pretty cool. So that being said, I mean, some of the mods I've done aren't really mods, they're more maintenance oriented. So I've done the typical EGR delete on this with the SCT X4 tuner. Mostly the tuner is to get rid of the code. It does give it a little bit something. I never went with any crazy tunes or anything like that. I mean, it's more of a work truck, something I use to haul around things, tow the car trailer occasionally, and tow cars. But it's not really a work truck for me, but it is a work truck in small applications. It's not like I use it every day for work, so that's why I can get away with a 1500 if, you know, this does happen. I sell the truck and I go in. New truck would probably be brand new to a few years old. Weighing my options on that as well. So that'd be a whole different ball game as far as modern luxuries. This truck has nothing. Coolest thing about this truck is it has a electronic trailer brake, so I don't have to go get a new one for this truck, so it's awesome. I don't know what the next one will have. Since I do have the car trailer, it'd be nice to have that in any truck I use. So I did the 03 turbo, mostly for the sound. There's no real performance to it. Didn't really do any motor upgrades other than the EGR delete. I did a new oil cooler, which is maintenance, like I said. Coolant filter, coolant flush. So I mean, did just about everything. The fuel spring mod that increases the fuel pressure, saved the injectors on these things. Pretty much any maintenance stuff that would allow the truck to run better and not have any problems I've kind of done over the last couple of years. And getting low fuel now, so probably have to pick up some diesel. I mean, with this tuner and everything, I get somewhere between 17 and 20, 22 miles to the gallon, depending on how it's driven, and if it's towing anything. So I mean, it's not awful. The new truck is probably similar, being a gas vehicle. Diesel's been pretty well priced around here, being either the same or even cheaper as regular gas. Sometimes it's maybe a few cents more if the gas station isn't gouging for prices. But other than that, I mean, the sound is really what I'd miss, and the ability to tow anything if I had to, which typically I don't have to tow anything of real excess that the new truck would be able to tow. New truck is going to be somewhere in like the 7,000 or 8,000 pound towing ability, which is pretty much the max of what I tow anyway. This just too big for me, in my opinion. It's great to have, but it's a big, long truck, so it kind of sucks parking. You take up 2 spots no matter where you are, or you're sitting halfway in a lane waiting to be clipped. And then if you have the trailer hitch on, just because you never know when you might actually need it, that's sticking out another few more inches, and it just becomes a hassle to park. So the new truck will be a lot shorter. These half doors in the back fold from the inside out, so you have to open the front door to open the back door. New truck, maybe I go crew cab with the full back seat, probably leaning against the extended cab, but with 4 doors. Is really, I want the 4 doors for people in the back seat getting in and out, or even just throwing stuff back there. Because opening these front doors to open the back doors can become a hassle if you have a lot of stuff in there, like falls out in between the back door and the front seat, which is just silly. But this truck has done me well. I mean, I've spent some money on it, so what I would take realistically in a asking price and selling price is pretty reasonable in my opinion. These trucks go from anywhere to $7,000 for an okay shaped truck to $15,000 to $20,000 for an extraordinarily shaped truck and modified. I put this somewhere in the middle of the road. I'd probably ask $10,500 and I'd take less than that, obviously. But you know how it is selling things. So, I mean, overall, I love the truck. It was a great experience. I never had any real issues with it. My deltas with the coolant oil temps were a little high when I took a road trip, which is why I did the oil cooler and then the EGR delete and all that stuff to help maintain and help it be good for the future. So I mean, I could have just done short trips and got away with never changing that, never spending that money, but I'd rather do it right. I didn't intend on selling the truck, but something else caught my eye, and here we are with the possibility of actually selling it and moving on. Either way, I think it's a good upgrade slash downgrade in certain ways. It'll fit my needs, I guess is what I'm saying, as well as bring something cooler and newer to the channel that maybe people might want to see, or might be more interested in, where it's a newer vehicle. This is, again, an 05. It's not ancient, but it's not relatively new. It doesn't have any cool technology to it. Driving's not too uncomfortable. I mean, you hit some bumps and you kind of feel them a little bit in this, so that'll be a whole different change. I'm guessing the new truck will probably drive more like a car. I have test driven a couple of them, and they drive a whole lot smoother, but then again, they are 1500s and relatively more car-like than this. You sit up high on the road, you see over people, you have a whole different perspective being up here, which I tend to like. Being a bigger guy myself, it's roomy, spacious, but the new truck would be equally as spacious in my section here in the driver's seat, but we'll give other passengers the ability to get in and out in the rear, which would be nice without having to open my door and let them in and all that jazz. So overall, I mean, my 2 years of ownership in this truck has been awesome. Like I said, minor maintenance stuff that you have to do on these trucks being a diesel. I learned a lot of mechanics on diesel with this truck, so that's cool. If any future stuff, I've been able to work on my father-in-law's truck just like this, simply by learning, just getting my hands dirty. So I've done all the work myself, basically on this truck. So labor's been free, just time consuming, and not bad. I mean, it's held up over the 2 years, and being at almost 200,000 miles. It was a one-owner truck before me, which is pretty cool. That being said, I mean, it was worked before me, but not too hard. But it was an owner of a company's truck, so be that as it may, I'm sure it got used to haul some things and whatnot. I'm sure he wasn't just sitting on his butt the whole time, as there are some miles on it. The cool thing about this, it tells you how many hours are on it, and for 195,000 miles, 195,511 to be specific on that, there's 6,366 hours on this truck that it's run. I've seen many trucks like this with the maxed out number there of 9999. So obviously, given that, this has plenty of life left in it, as long as it's maintained well by the next person, which I've done my part, so hopefully they'll do theirs and figure it out, but that won't be up to me after this. So again, in review, totally, I love the truck. I think it's just time for something new in my life. I haven't owned a new vehicle since I was 18. I'm 32 now, so I think it's worth it. I think I deserved it. I've worked pretty hard to get where I am, and that's about it. I mean, I'm just looking forward to a new vehicle if I can get this sold. I'm not going to be crazy and get the new vehicle and hold on to this in hopes of selling it, and then I end up with two trucks that I definitely don't need two of them. I'm not a, construction company or anything like that. So my main use of work in a truck is my own house, yard work, simple stuff like that. It's definitely not making me any money, but it is what it is. I'm looking forward to something new, definitely, and that truck will be a creature of comfort, I believe. Be more like a car. I'll be able to take it on a daily drive if I want to. Obviously, summertime is going to be the Corvette. So winter coming up, trying to get this sold and move into a newer truck. So stay tuned. Look forward to seeing that on here. Maybe put some of your guesses of what you might think it is. And what do you think I could sell this truck for? And if I should sell it, I guess. What do you think about that, if I should sell this truck and move on to a 1500 gas job truck? Leave your comments in the section below. Like, share, subscribe. Always appreciated. Until next time, have a good day.